everyone, to Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Nittany Lions will kick this deep to begin the game. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And the pass is dropped incomplete with it. Had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Out of the gun now on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catching. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Quick throw to his receiver. And is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of him for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and their ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him run the football the way he is today.
set up. Here's second down. Motion now from the tight end. Looks right for a quick completion. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 10 now. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, that one's picked off. Short return, tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Fights through a tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Fires it to the wideout. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Penn State. He'll stroll into the end zone. And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Running out of time in the pocket. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ohio State. It was a foot race, and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Set to kick it off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
On the ground, it's Sampson. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
They'll run it from the gun. Running through the tackle. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
This is the 6th play on the drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Handoff here from the shotgun. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. If we had a short field, the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And they'll give it to the back. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw testing the middle. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
Oh, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped, but a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On first and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Nittany Lions come to the line to run the hurry out. On third down, he drops to throw. Breaks free. Using his legs here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first. Keep this drive.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Whoa, you're talking about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Crucial play, down double digits in the 2nd half. We're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got it enough for a 1st down. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Launching one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. When you think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years, go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made on the right side. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Had the big play to start the drive, but now, after 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. looking to throw yet again. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. And Indy Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Back to the end zone. They say he did not get his foot down. Incomplete.
Brings up third and goal.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominating the line of scrimmage.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Second down, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Ohio State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. But one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback.
We'll take over first and 10.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. He hands it off from the gun. That run moves the ball across the 40.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. The clock at 0-0. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this.